Hello and welcome back members, Personalizing Windows 11, and you are watching the Windows 11 series where we are giving you the experience and making you more familiar with this new operating system. So let's move to the Windows 11 machine and let's find out and explore what we have when we are personalizing our Windows 11 experience. So here we are connected to our Azure Windows 11 VM, and here you can see that we are on the Windows 11 machine, and now here on this machine we will start making the environment that is more friendly and more lovely for you, because you have to work on the machine, you have to use the machine again and again. And if you personalize your environment, your desktop, your machines and devices, so it gives you the feeling of something personal, because that you mostly not do with your corporate devices, with your office machine, where you have to be more compliant with the policies. So initially in this video we are going to explore that how you can change the wallpaper, because this is the first step toward personalizing your desktop, your Windows machine. So to change the wallpaper, you need to do what? You need to right click anywhere on the screen and you can go with the show more option. And here you have a separate option for personalize. So we are going to click here and it is gonna look like that, because here all of the settings belongs to the personalization. The topic of this video, the title of this video, that how you can make things more personalized on your personal computer, on your personal laptop. So here you can see you have themes like that. So the current right now theme is that. Let's go back to the previous one, because first we are going to see the wallpapers we have. So currently the recent wallpaper is that. You can use this one as well, and just making a single click it will be changed on the background. Then you can change and you can select any of the background that you more like. And here this is the one that relates to some nature, and that gives you more calm and more comfort experience while using the machine, because you are already using the machine. And if you select some nature related backgrounds and themes, so that gives you more relaxed feeling while working on these machines. And this is my point of view. You can select whatever you want. And here also you can choose your own photos, or let's say for example that you have downloaded the HD quality wallpaper from the website, from anywhere over the internet. So you can import that specific wallpaper here and you can set that as your wallpaper. And during this video I would say that there are platforms available and there are websites where you can get the HD quality wallpaper for your machines. And I mostly use Unsplash, because on the Unsplash you can find the most finest wallpaper and the background. There is huge category of the wallpapers and the background available on Unsplash, related to science, technology, nature, scenery, whatever you want. You can search and you can find out and you can set as your wallpaper. So this is the way you can download. Let's say you have downloaded the wallpaper that is on the download directory. So you can click here and select your desired wallpaper to be available as the background image of your machine. So this is the way you can make your selection, and you can make the desktop environment more personalized by changing the background. Then we have a lot of stuff if we talk about the personalization. So let's close the background thing and move towards the other personalization thing, and theme that we can personalize according to our requirement. Because let's look at the customizing of start menu and the taskbar. Because to adjust the start menu, go back to the personalization settings and click on the start. So let's click to show more option, and again click to the personalize, and here you have the start option. So let's click to the start, and here you can control what appears on your start menu, like recently open apps or pinned items, making it easier to access the things you use most. And here's the option. Now the default one is that you can select this one that will add more pins, and it will add the more recently used apps here on the start. And if you go for the more recommendation, then what happens that whenever you click to the start, you will start getting the Windows default recommendation, and that recommendation will be based on whatever you use, what apps you mostly use, what sort of browsing you do on your computer, on your laptop. So you will get all these recommendations here on the start as well. So there is default as well, because if you start getting a lot of recommendation regarding your apps and usage, then you can go for the default or for the more pins. It depends on what you required. Then here you can toggle on and toggle off certain options like show recently added apps. If you turn off, it will no longer visible or available in the start. Then show most used app. This could be good for you because most of the time you don't put the icons on the desktop. You rather click to the start and just find out the recently used app and click on your app that you use most. So this option will really help you to get the access of frequent used app. Then you have another option, show recently opened items in start, jump list, and file explorer. So it is customizable. You can customize it. You can change it whatever you want. Show recommendation for the tips, shortcut, and new apps, and more. So there are other more options that you configure and customize according to your requirement, and that gives you more personalized feeling while using the Windows 11 environment. And in the same way, we have taskbar, because this is the start setting, and now we are talking about the taskbar, and it is really useful and helpful because here you can add items like currently Copilot in Windows is on, task view. You can change it. You can also enable or disable the system tray icons here and giving you control over what's visible. And here from this option system tray icon, you can choose which icon can appear on your system tray and show pen menu when the pen is used. You can enable it or disable according to your requirement. And other system tray icon, if you want to manage and customize that, so you can click on it, and here you can see the Microsoft OneDrive is enabled, so you can disable it from your system tray icon, or you can enable Windows security notification icon, or this safely remove, because you most of the time when you insert the USB or pen drive to your laptop or your PC, you start seeing this icon that is for safely remove hardware and eject media. So you can turn off this one or turn on that one. That will frequently giving you the message that there is some pen drive or USB is attached to your laptop. So there are a bunch more options that you can customize and make as you want. Now here the taskbar alignment that is set to center, you can change it to the left, so you will start seeing these icons and start on the left like you mostly see in the Windows 10 environment, but this give you the more new look and more comfortable look, but it is on your hands. You can make whatever you want. So if you want to see all these icons on the left like you do on the Windows 10, and it gives you more comfortable environment, or it makes you more convenient, it gives you convenience to use Windows 11, so you can make it to the left and you can set it to the left. But this is the new thing, when you start seeing the icons in the middle, in the center. So let's go with the defaults, but it is according to your requirement. Whatever makes you more personalized with the device, you can go for it. Then you can select or deselect the badges and all that stuff. So from here, you can manage your taskbar personalization, because there are a lot more options that we need to explore here in this video. Then the top one, which we already done before, and that is what the themes. So most of the time you see Windows 11 and you feel that there is some new upgrade came that changed the whole environment and the colors and everything, but that's not. It is a theme. So whatever theme you like, if you want to go with the black, you can select that one, and it will impact the whole environment, the whole color scheme, and everything will be changed once you change the theme, because this is the difference between the themes and the background. When you are changing the background, you see that the background picture just changed, and it will not change the colors and all the surroundings with the background. But when you are customizing the theme, then you will see that everything will come in contrast or with the matching with the background. So that's how you can manage the themes, and it will also change your wallpapers as well. And if you want to create a custom look, you can adjust individual elements like the Windows color and sounds to match your styles. Once you satisfy, you can click. So you can go to the colors and see that another personalization option. Now here the green is selected according to the background, because your background contain and having this color. You can make it to the red, but that's look more awkward and not matching or contrasting with the environment. And you can select any Windows color from here. These are the recent one, and accent color, which is manual. You can make it automatic as well. Choose your mode. You can select the light. Currently it's light. You can make it dark. So you can totally customize the coloring and the graphics of your desktop. So that's how it adds more personalization and give you the more chance and more options to personalize your desktop experience, your laptop, all over the Windows 11 experience. Then you have the transparency effect. Windows and surfaces appear translucent. So you can turn it off, so it will no longer appear translucent. But let's turn it on. And all these other options and customization will impact your processor, your RAM, your memory. That's why you need to meet the minimum Windows 11 requirement before installing the Windows 11 in your machine, because there are a lot more customization and graphics related to Windows 11. And if you don't have the required hardware and the component to support all that, so that will directly impact the performance of your system and your daily tasks and your operations. So this is about the themes and color. Now let's go to the system, and if you want to adjust the display and scale setting, and this is the very basic, because you have to adjust the resolution and how larger and smaller will be the icon look like. So all you have to manage from the display. But as you can see that this is the VM, so these two options are not available here, but we will show it later on our other VM, our local VM. So you will have the idea that how you can adjust your system, your display resolution, or the size of the text that appears, because you can manage from here. But if you go to the scale, still you can manage the text size. You can manage the font, that how much would be the text size while you are working on the Windows machine, because you see a lot of time that this text size contain a lot of space on the Windows when you open any dialog box or anything. So with the text size, it takes a lot of space, so you can manage the text size from here. Then you have the advanced display where you can manage other display settings which is not available due to this VM environment. And let's see how and what other options we have in this VM environment. Now for the graphics, you can change the default graphic settings from here, but currently you can see that these are very limited, and we have to create another video on the display resolution and graphics of Windows 11 with the local machine that gives you the more experience with the machine that you mostly use, because in the real life, in the daily life, you don't use the Windows in the VM. You use Windows operating system in your personal devices and your laptops. So I will create the video while having the Windows 11 in the laptop or with my local machine to give you more familiarized or more convenience concept. Will give you the concept that give you more understanding, and it makes you more closer to the Windows 11, that how it looks like and how it works while this when you have this VM, when you have this operating system in your local machine. Then you can also personalize your lock screen in the personalization settings. So let's go back again to the personalization, and here you can see that we have already explored the background, color, theme, lighting, input, start, taskbar. Let's explore a bit the lighting thing. Now here in the dynamic lighting, you can use dynamic lighting on my device, which is currently on. You can toggle on and off whatever you like. Background light control lets enter app control lighting when an app or game is in use. You can change this setting, and this is related to your gaming as well. You can adjust and manage it, change the brightness of your lights, and choose color, theme, and effects for your lighting, which is currently solid color. You can make it rainbow or wheel, whatever you require. So here you can see that in contrast to Windows 10, Windows 11 gives you so much control on your personalization, that where you are managing each and everything, that gives you the feeling that this is your own device and how you can make things comfortable as you like. Now here another option that I want to explore in this video is the lock screen. So here you can lock your screen, and you can set the screen how it's gonna look like when the lock happen. You can change the picture, because if you go with a Windows Spotlight, it would be default lock screen. But if you go to the picture, so you can import any picture that you really want to be available and would be seen on the lock screen. You can browse from here and import that picture here, so that will give you the personalized feeling on the lock screen as well. Otherwise, you can use the default recent images, as I'm doing right now, just clicking on each and every image, and you can select any of the image from here for the lock screen. Now here you have the lock screen status. So what you want to see on the lock screen, if you select the mail, so you will see the mail status. If you have configured your mail on your Windows 11 device, so you will start seeing your mails on the lock screen. Further, you can add calendar, you can add weather and more. So it's up to you. Here you are managing your lock screen as well. So this is what the Windows 11 and its wonders. And here from the lock screen, let me show you from where I came to this option. So on the log screen, because log needs some timer and all that thing, so it should be managed. Your screensaver must be managed. That will lead your screen to be logged. So here's the screen timeout. You can see that how you can manage your screen timeout and how it works, because currently there are a lot of limitations while working on the VM environment. That's why maybe it didn't show up the screen timeout. Okay, now you can see, but power mode cannot be set while the high performance power plan is used, and we are not going to talk about the power plan because it is a VM. So it must be done and something related to the power, because whenever you're using the laptop, you have to define that what happened when you press the sleep key, or you close the lid, or there is no charger to your laptop. So in that case, your laptop goes sleep, or you start seeing black screen, or your laptop get locked. So you can manage all these settings on your personal laptop and on your personal machine. This can be managed on your VM, but here for the power plan, you can see here you can customize and set up your screen off timer. So turn off my screen after 3 minutes. You can apply and change, and that is the recommended thing. Nicely done. You applied our recommendation. So this is the recommendation. Why? Because applying energy saving recommendation to lower your carbon footprints. So it is like you are going for green. That's why you are seeing this recommendation. But you can explore each and every option to understand. And here you have the power plan thing. When plug in front of my screen after 3 minutes, you can change this timer as well. You can manage this power mode setting as well. So here's the way you can manage and you can define settings for you. Turn off my screensaver. You can turn off and turn on the screensaver as you want. And separately, if you want to manage your screensaver thing, so you can click to the screensaver, and here you can select any basic, and this is coming from Windows 98 until now, that this screensaver setting is the same. This has not been changed. So if somebody asks you that in Windows 11 what has not been changed since the previous operating system, so in a second you must say that the screensaver settings, these are not changed from Windows 98 until now. You can see the same options and same dialog box, even the same buttons. So here you can set up any screensaver and settings, and you can preview, but mostly people use the lock screen and they customize their lock screen. So the lock screen has been replaced, the screensaver thing. But if somebody wants to set up the screensaver, so this is the option, and you can set up the screensaver as you like, because we are talking about personalization of Windows 11. So that's all we have in this video, and in the coming more Windows 11 video, we will give you the more personalized feeling, and we will explore other corporate usage of Windows 11, how to set up Microsoft Entra ID, how to set up and how to manage your Windows 11 device from the Microsoft Intune. So that's the topic for another video.